Hello you guys, welcome back to another video on this channel. Today I have a story time for y'all. Y'all know when you link up with that person from high school and you guys just spill all the lore and remember all these things. I remember this story the other day and I was like, wow, well this is a good one that y'all are gonna want to hear. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this one because I feel like it just has so many crazy layers. There's so much to say. But let me just jump right into it, right? So, when I was in high school, I was an athletic girl. I played basketball for like 12 years of my life. And when I was in school, I had this teammates. We're gonna call her Ariel. Okay, we're gonna call her Ariel. And all the details and context of Ariel matter for the story. So Ariel was a little bit younger than me. She wasn't my grade. Like we got along for the most part. We weren't close. She was like more of just a teammate. But one thing about her is she was one of those girls. I don't know if it was just her being younger or what, but she was like very boy crazy, which is like a red flag to me and friends back then and now, just to like, girl, I don't want to do too much if that's all you care about. Like, I give her a pass because it was in high school on that, right? But another reason that me and Ariel were not very close, and again, I hope to give her a pass on this just in the fact that she was young and I hope she's better and with her self worth and stuff now, is she was very like self destructive. She did not like herself, okay? She did not like herself. So I'm gonna give you one example of how she was just not the energy I want to be around and someone that I feel like I would have to like pick fights with. One time before a game, we were talking about boys, as we do in the group setting, boys, this and that. And I remember she started talking about like guys she liked, and she was like, like I just want a light skinned guy because like I don't want a dark guy because I don't want like dark kids. And I'm like, what? And for context, this girl, she's black too, but she's like mixed black. She lives with her mom. Her dad is black, and she lived with her mom, who wasn't black. And she was a dark skinned mixed black girl. And so I was like, why would you say that? I was like, that doesn't even matter. I was like, why would you not want that? I was like, you're that color and there's nothing wrong with it. And she was just like, no, I just don't like that. I just don't want that. Like I want light-skinned kids, blah blah. And I was just like going back and forth with her for as much as I could, just being like, girl, that is not okay. I was like, that is not okay. Don't say stuff like that. Like it's giving self-hate. It's not cute. And but she just really didn't see the point. And like that's what I'm saying. I gave her the name Ariel because I love Princess Ariel, but she's a little bit of an airhead, and this girl was too. So yeah, she was a woman colorist. She had me very heated when I went back and forth with her about that. But what can you do, right? What can I do? I stepped in, I did my part. She was still on my team. Whatever. Um, Fast forward. That year, or like the next year we played basketball, I ended up having my first relationship with quite a person, right? Quite a person. I have a story time on him called He Cheated Using My Phone. First relationship stuff, am I right? Anyway, so yeah, I used to date this guy my senior year who was on basketball. He was like new to the school. I came and swooped him. We had like a 3 month relationship. We broke up. I broke up with him. Whatever. If y'all want context, I got lots of story times with the story times playlist. So I don't know if you guys know how old I am, but I am 21 years old. I'm class of 2020. So my senior year was that year where we all went into lockdown, right? We all went into lockdown. I broke up with him maybe like a month before the world shut down. No, literally, I think we broke up in February. That happened in March, right? So, remember the story time I just told you, the colorist argument I just had with this girl. I don't know, maybe a year prior to this. Remember that story. So one day I'm scrolling on TikTok, and mind you, this girl, I told you guys she's boy crazy. And one of her TikToks pops up on my For You page. And you guys know back in 2024 years ago, the TikTok trends used to be so cringy. Like they used to be so cringy, like hottest boys in my school, ugliest boys in my school. Like we were just, and like I said, she was corny. So she ended up making one of these videos talking about hottest guys at my high school, right? And so I'm watching. I see this guy, I see that guy, I see a basketball player from my high school, and then I see my ex. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, all right. So I see that. I'm like, obviously that's weird because she was my teammate and she knows that's my ex. And on top of that, um, last time I checked, you were colorist and the guy that I used to date was dark skinned. And you were saying all this colorist stuff, but now you're saying he's one of the hottest guys in school. Like it just had me like fed up. I was like, she's weird, whatever. I unfollow her, right? I'm like, okay, weird. I didn't comment. I didn't reach out to her. I was just like, she's an airhead. I'm over it. I'm never going to see her because I'm about to graduate. So it's time to let this go. Mind you, being in proximity with someone like that would never happen to this day. Okay. I was a teenager. So, but as an adult, y'all know if you're another black person or person of color who grows with PWI, you learn your limits, and I know my limits now. So I don't do anything. I just unfollow her. I'm like, okay, she's weird. She's been weird. That's it. Never gonna see her again. Why on TikTok, mind you, because that's where I saw it. Why I was on, what was I on? I think I was on Twitter like later that day, and I'm scrolling like, and her tweets are landing on my feed. Like, you know how nowadays on Twitter you barely even see like people you follow tweets, but back then the algorithm was different. And like her tweets were just landing on my page. This girl was subtweeting, y'all. She was talking about some, oh sis, you really gonna unfollow me over a guy? It's not that serious. You guys were like she had like at least 3 tweets subbing me, y'all. And like before y'all say, I know a lot of girls like to jump and stuff, saying stuff is like not, oh maybe that wasn't even for you. It was absolutely for me. It was talking about you gonna follow me over a dude. It was just a TikTok video, sis. It's not that serious. It was for you, bitch. And what did I do? I just unfollowed her off of that too. Cause I was really like, girl, like who are you talking to? Mind you, at first I just seen like one, but then I started seeing all of them. And I think even though I unfollowed her on TikTok, like it was still stuff like that was still like landing on my page. And I'm just like, what? Like, huh? So eventually I see so many subtweets. I'm finally like, okay, I'm over being calm. And I'm a Scorpio, so this is very gray to me. I just see all these tweets and I'm like, okay, this she wants to keep, what's up? So I literally just slid in her DMs. I was like, why are you talking to yourself? Why are you talking to yourself? And I ate. Cause why are you talking to yourself, honey? I didn't respond to anything. I legit didn't do anything. I didn't say nothing. I was like, oh, okay.
Crazy how you crashed out. I should have knew it was something when she wouldn't let y'all do her makeup and get her wig combed out.
You guys know, like I said, we weren't really like friends, more so just teammates. But you guys know how they say like when you're friends with someone and like you get into one argument and they just turn evil and say all this stuff and you really see that like, oh, they've been holding this on in for a while. That is exactly what happened to me. She's over here calling me every name's in the books. This, this, this and that. Like, you're so sensitive. It's just a TikTok. Like, wow, this really shows your insecurity. You're bothered by me talking. I'm just like, girl, you're bothered. You're the one who was talking to yourself for a whole day when I didn't do anything but unfollow you. Girl, please. And like I said, it was 4 years ago. I don't remember exactly what I was saying back. Probably just like, girl, you're slow. Like, you're slow. It's fine. I literally unfollowed you because I had nothing to say. I just saw you were weird. Like, no need to keep talking to yourself, blah, blah. I was probably just being petty like that. But also, this was one of those arguments where, like, I also can't argue on text. Like, follow me on TikTok, especially. That's where I be. Like, when people comment some weird stuff on live, or when I see racist videos, when I see homophobic videos, when I see colorist videos, comments, you're blocked. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue and raise my blood pressure with you online. I'm not. So I remember after I said what I had to say, she was one of those girls who just kept sending paragraphs about, girl, you're insecure, girl, you're this and that, you need to get over it. And I was just like, okay, There she goes talking to herself again. There she goes talking to herself again. And I think I just blocked her. And yeah, that was the end of that, y'all. That story was literally so stupid, but it was just like, what even was that? Like, we were just talking about high school the other day. I was like, girl, what even was that? And I had a cousin who went to high school with me, I who was like closer with her. And I told her about what happened and like she was still cool with her, whatever. And I remember literally like a month later, she was talking about like, damn, like I feel bad about that argument with Alicia. Like I was kind of wrong. Like now I feel bad. That was her. She was like crying to other people about how she feel like she messed up, but she never said anything to me. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. So yeah, guys, that is a story time of when a girl started talking to herself because I felt uncomfortable with her, you know, posting my ex when we were kind of cool about like, and it's the thing, it's like I was bothered, like, right? Like I was bothered, but like I said, I didn't say anything. I already knew this girl was an airhead, so I shouldn't have I shouldn't have expected much. But it was just like it's crazy how it's just like I didn't even say anything. Like I cannot see anyone's content who I don't want to. Girl, it's just an unfollow. And she got so pressed. She got so pressed. Like, and then like I said, on top of that, that colorism stuff, I don't play that. So I'm like, that's crazy how I literally used to get in arguments with you over like telling you to stop being colorist and like self-hating and saying problematic stuff. But then you wanted my ex, who that you swore you would never want someone like that because of that. Oh, mm. And y'all, if y'all know, I have that activist in me. So stuff like that really just sets me off. But like I said, this girl, this was in high school, and this girl was in high school too, but she was a little bit younger than me. So bless her heart. Like, as like a light skinned person, I know I don't experience colorism or relate. Like, even though we were both black girls growing up PWI, I don't know if I mentioned that. Like, our high school was predominantly white institution. Like I can relate in that experience, but I can't exactly relate to her experience, because she was dark skinned and I wasn't. So like I hope for healing in her heart that she's not problematic like that now and she doesn't think about other people and herself that way because she was a beautiful girl. She had no reason to be acting like an airhead. But yeah, like I literally don't care about the story time to this day, but it was just so funny that I got brought up the other day. I was like, yeah, this is actually crazy when someone wanted smoke with me because I just unfollowed them. All I did was unfollow. All I did was unfollow you. Yeah, that was crazy, y'all. Like the stuff people beef about in high school is just different, but I don't even want to say high school because people are just so ignorant regardless. I feel like people are still so ignorant to this day. Maybe I don't know because I haven't really formed a lot of new connections since high school, or if I have tried to make new friends, it's just like fallen through and it hasn't worked out. I don't know, maybe it does still get catty, but like the girls that I keep around, it don't get catty like that. But yeah, guys, that is the story time. That is the very unserious, stupid story time I have from high school. If you enjoyed the story time, I have a story times playlist with much more stupid high school story times, stupid adult story times, a lot of that. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Had to end the week off with a little story time. We love lots of healing content on this channel if you watch my other content. But sometimes I like to just reflect and laugh at what I've been through. Because what was that? But thank you guys again for making it to the end of this story time. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.